Okay, welcome Aries to today's reading, today's zodiac reading for the month ahead. It doesn't matter when this video finds you, it will just be the month ahead of you regardless. So it looks like there could either be a new partner or love relationship coming in, or you're currently in one. This also could have to do with like a Gemini. Now, it looks like for some of you, it's like another year around the sun with this person. And for those of you who have a new person coming in, it looks like you'll actually do years together in a partnership. So there doesn't seem like there's any frivolous, like, you know, I can't see any relationships here in under like shorter than a 2-year period. I really feel like it's more longer term relationships. I feel like there's a lot of passion, a lot of fire, a lot of I don't know, like I wonder if you guys kind of feel like partner in crimes, or you just like really fill up on each other, or you like really fulfill each other or something like that. You like a team, you like have fun together. You probably conversate a lot or have like really cool, good things to talk about. You might bounce off each other quite a bit. You might be kind of like generally sociable or like bubbly type people. Yeah, anyway, and I feel like that's part of the recipe to how you guys like do so many circles around the sun together. Even if no one is in a Gemini type energy or anything like that, that's fine. And I don't know, maybe at times some of you get a bit defensive or insecure, or you're like unsure. Maybe at times you go through like rocky periods and you're unsure how to handle it. For others of you, I feel like there are people around you that may be a little bit like, they may feel a little bit insecure, looking on from the outside in. And I'm not sure what that is. Who is Page of Swords? For some of you, this could be a new person coming in and you don't feel ready for it yet. You actually are like a little bit defensive, like, whoa, I didn't ask for this. I'm not ready. I'm like not in a good space. I don't know if I could like handle this with the care that it needs to, or I'm like still trying to just find solid enough ground to like catch my own breath, let alone like trying to nurture a new relationship as it comes in. But Spirit's kind of saying like there is no time like the present. Just please accept this like gracious gift that's coming in. Like it's, I don't know, Spirit's kind of saying like it's all good, just kind of roll with it. Maybe you don't need to be so like stiff and rigid or uptight or take it so seriously. Maybe you just enjoy it for what it is and make the most of it. I feel like for some of you that may not really be interested in a relationship. Spirit's wanting you to soften to that or surrender to it, because it kind of gives me in all of these cards in this top row, there's a lot of clouds around in all of them. Even the World card has clouds, but the clouds are kind of outside the years around the sun. So it's like maybe there's like clouds over how old relationships have played out, or maybe we kind of feel clouded within any relationship that we're in because of like things that happen when we're younger or previous relationships. But it's not really like, it looks like a good relationship, it really does, and it wouldn't last as long as it did or does if like we were as clouded as we think we are or something like that. And then I feel like we're kind of coming we're in this defensive energy whilst we're clouded, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's like, I don't know, for some of you, like it really could be the ending of a relationship, but I really just don't see that. This seems like a longer term relationship coming into union or staying happily in union, and maybe just dealing with, you know, the like ups and downs of life kind of thing. So for some of you, your partner could be a bit defensive because, I don't know, maybe at times they just see you have like really like loving life, and maybe they don't feel the same way about it, and they're like, well, why? I don't know, like that's a bit weird, isn't it? No, I think this, for most people in this group, it's actually the people that get like defensive about being in a relationship, and it's really because they're like scared to be hurt, or there's insecurities around relationships in general. And Spirit's just wanting you to like take it back to the basics and work on yourself. Know that the answer is within yourself. Sometimes we have to look deeper or just work with the tools that have been given to us to kind of find ways to like transmute it or transform this energy or whatever. There might be like things playing out here. Like what they want us to do is look at the fear and work out where the fear comes from, right? I don't think it's this relationship that actually gives you fear, and I don't think it's relationships in general that you have. Like if it was like a healthy relationship, it doesn't look like there's actual reasons to be scared here, other than, you know, like obviously we never want to lose something that's good. So maybe that's one of the fears, is like that losing something good. Or there could be like any myriad number of like things that it could be or where it comes from. But Spirit wants us to embrace that fear, trust that we can find a way out and work through it, and, you know, kind of find our self-confidence or our you know, like I feel like you'll appreciate yourself a lot more when you start delving into some of this stuff, given that you're in a stable enough or safe enough like place emotionally to be able to delve into things like that. And I think you might find for a while it kind of feels like opening a can of worms that you weren't really ready for, and maybe it all kind of spills out and consumes us for a period, or we get kind of emotionally drawn into it where we can't really see a lot outside of like that whole what we're experiencing, but just to try to remain grounded where we can, and just know that it's just for a period of time while we're working through it, and then we'll actually come out on the other side as a much more like fluid person, much more flexible, adept in handling things and kind of like moving with the current in whatever way that life, you know, with the things that life throws at us. So I feel like they're just saying you'll get really adept at it. And I feel like after that, you'll be much more fluid in like having things come in and having them go out. And for some of you, that could just be processing feelings like, oh, today I feel angry, so I let myself feel angry and I process it, and then it's kind of done and I move on. And then tomorrow I'm like back to my normal chipper self and I'm embracing my relationship again, or I'm back in that passionate energy, or, you know, appreciative for what I have, or maybe today I'm really working on myself and it's okay to take a day to focus on myself or something like that. Yeah. All right. So other signs, we also have we've got like a second card here to confirm for potential Gemini energy coming through. So the Lovers card is actually representative of Gemini, but the Magician is Mercury ruled. It's Mercury, and Gemini is a Mercury ruled sign. It could also be Virgo as well. So, you know, Aries may want to check out either of those readings if it's like confirmation or you already feel drawn. But moving on, that kind of seems, I don't know, I am sort of picking up water signs as well. Like we could have like Scorpio or Cancer here. I'm not so sure about Pisces. That would be something that like you would know, but for a very, very small number of you, there would be like a really defensive Aquarius here, but that's something you may want to just leave. And just keep a note, it's like people don't have to have these signs as like their you know, sun sign, because there's so many placements in our chart that make up who we are. Yeah. Is there anything else? I'm not sure if I'm missing anything or if we've got everything here. Okay, no, they're saying that's it. That's everything. So thank you for joining us, Aries, and I'll see you all in another reading.